What is up, guys? Steven here, and today I am going to be bringing you an OU replay. So, face this man on ladder. His name is Dragon Spear, and he's basically the biggest horse on the face of the earth, even more so than tennis. And I beat him on ladder after he made a ton of really crappy plays, and at the end of the game he said rematch, and I said no and left. So he sent me this PM, scared, and I just sent him a dash, and he said, "Come on, Wimp, you're just lucky. Dot, I'll sweep you so bad, it's not even funny." And he just kept sending challenges, and at that point I realized I had about, anywhere from 2 to 3 hours of my life to, waste. So I brought the Cancer Squad. For those of you that don't know, this is the team that has Iron Defense, Calm Mind, Rest, Slowbro, and basically it's a god. So let's get right into it. So I'm going to lead Chansey predicting Heatran, but he ends up leading Chestnut, but that's fine because I have Mew for this. So he does just go for Spikes, and at this point I'm going to knock off predicting Heatran again. So he just stays in and gets up another layer of Spikes. But that's fine, knowing that he's probably not going to go in Heatran, I am just going to burn him. And at this point I feel like I am fine to go into Avalugg. He's clearly not going into Heatran on this. So he ends up going into Clefable, and I know I can take one as he goes for Heal Bell. So that's cool that he revealed Heal Bell to me. At this point I can just go straight into my Trick Scarf Gothitelle, as he ends up Moonblasting and goes for Protect. So he has Protect, Moonblast, Heal Bell. I don't know what his last move is. It's probably Wish. And I'm just going to trick him with Scarf as he goes for Moonblast again. So at this point, I can just go into my Chansey, knowing that he is locked into Moonblast, and I'm going to get up my Rocks. And those will be here for the rest of the game because he does not have a Spinner or a Defogger. So he's going to go back into Chestnut, and this time I'm just going to go straight into Avalugg. So he ends up getting a crit, and only does 36% because Avalugg is a base god. And at this point, I am incredibly free to fire off or recover, and I'm almost back up to full, so nothing really happened. As he can just Lava Plume my Mew, doesn't get the burn, it's fine. As he goes for Protect, as I go for Knockoff, trying to pop his Balloon, and at this point he is actually going to switch into his Metagross. Since he goes into Metagross, this is an excellent opportunity to get my Slowbro Mega Evolve so it cannot be critically hit, as he actually ends up being a Gilligross, but I'm not really too concerned about this Metagross, because I can just Iron Defense on it, and that's doing nothing, because this is the Cancer Squad, and basically, if you're going to talk shit to me, you're going to get absolutely destroyed by the Cancer Squad. So, Slowbro is still just chilling, and I'm going to Calm Mind. I'm going to expect a Moonblast here, but he ends up going for Scarfed Heal Bell. That was incredibly dangerous because I do have a Gothitelle just sitting there. That's fine, I can just fire off an incredibly free Scald now, as I don't get the burn, and I am going to switch into my Mew to taunt it, but I get roared into my Ditto, and he reveals that he has Scald, Calm Mind, Ice Beam, and Roar. So that means that I can wear this thing down with hazards, and it is not a threat at all to my Slowbro, so that is excellent. Then he's going to switch out here, back into his Clefable, and I am once again just going to fire off a Scald. And I can just go into Mew on this, as he does reveal that his last move is Wish, and I expected him to go into Metagross here, so I go for Will-O-Wisp, but I miss. That's fine, because I still do have Slowbro, and Mew is incredibly bulky, so I can just Will-O-Wisp this. It's not really a threat. And once again, I can go into Slowbro. So I am going to go into Slowbro as he reveals Lefty's Dragonite, and I do have an Avalugg for this, so I am going to go into my Avalugg as he makes a good play and doubles into his Heatran, but he is just taking hazards damage, and he has no recovery, so that's fine by me. So I am just going to go into Slowbro on his Rocks and fire off a Scald, pop the Balloon, and I'm going to get some damage off as they're calling again, even though I told him not to. So I'm going to go for Protect as I Scald again, and that is completely fine because I can just rest this turn freely. It doesn't really matter what he's going to go into. And I'm back up at full, so that's really good. And since he goes into Suicune, this is basically a free switch into Chansey, but he does go for Roar into my Gothitelle, and that kind of sucks, and I don't want this to die because it is my win condition, so I'm going to go back into Chansey as he goes for Scald this time, and does get the burn. But I'm not really concerned. I'm going to Heal Bell, just going to get rid of the Toxic on my Mew, the Sleep on my Slowbro, and the burn on my Chansey, so that is great. I'm gonna Scald as he roars again. Back into Avalugg. I'm just gonna recover, predicting another roar, and that's what happens. Back into my Mew, and I'm not concerned about this Mon at all. I can just Will-O-Wisp, get some residual as he does roar again, and I'm in Avalugg again. And once again, I'm going to predict the crap out of this man and go for Rapid Spin. And the rocks are gone. So once again, I'm going to go into Chansey as he just is going to go for Wish. But this time I'm going to double switch, predicting Heatran, and go into my Slowbro. Just put pressure on this thing as he does get his rocks back up. But there's a lot of stuff on his team that I can actually spin on, so I'm not worried about this at all. I'm just going to Scald again because I lose absolutely nothing. It's going to end up going into his Chestnut. I get a crit, but with all the hacks he's got against me, that's completely fine. I can just go back into my Avalugg. If he goes for Leech Seed, that's no big deal. And predicting him once again, he goes for Spiky Shield as I go for Recover. So, at this point, I'm free to spin away the rocks and the Leech Seed, so that's what I'm going to do. I get rid of all of that crap. And I'm de-seeded, the rocks are gone, and he's going to Spiky Shield on my Roar. And I didn't know, but I actually can't roar him out on Spiky Shield. So that's cool. I'm just going to stay in and just recover because I want to be nice and healthy when I switch out. So he goes for Leech Seed again. I am relatively close to full again. So at this point I can switch out back into Mew, try to burn this again. Maybe go for knockoff on the Heatran. But at this point I'm going to predict him to stay in, and I burn the Chestnut as he gets up spikes. So that was really, really good for me. Now I'm going to go into Avalugg as he's going to double into his Clefable. And once again, I figured he's going to go for Wish. He has not gone for Moonblast yet. He does go for Wish, so I'm going to start skipping some turns. I'm just going to Calm Mind all over this man as he's sitting there wishing, and soon he starts struggling, and I'm going to trick back my Choice Scarf, and that's pretty much game. So he protects, and everything is going to die. So yeah, this man got 6-0'd. Basically, don't talk shit if you're bad at the game. And I would highly suggest watching this replay. I'll leave the link. Read the chat, it's beautiful. And yeah guys, if you like this video, drop a like, drop a comment, they're greatly appreciated. I want to see you next time. Peace.